just talking now, and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch and know that I'll be here in no time. Put a candle on it, had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action.
Welcome back, it's your boy Reg.
And Natalie.
And this is Partner Our Facts.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fast. And get the best water bottle in the business right now.
Link in the description below.
You will not regret it. Coldest water, link in the bio right now below. Go get that.
Yes. So, Megan Thee Stallion, as we all know, we heard a few weeks ago that whole situation between her and Tory Lanez that happened a few weeks back. Yep. But now she's coming up on her live, on her Instagram live, and she wanted to talk about it because she felt like too many people were saying things that were inaccurate, talking wild crazy about her, saying a bunch of reckless stuff, and she kind of wanted to set the record straight. But now there's this whole thing where it's like, is Megan just bringing it up too much? Or is the situation, is she a snitch because now she's saying that Tory was her shooter? There's just a lot that people are saying about that Instagram live right now.
I only got a few things to say about the situation, but I do stand strong to what I'm saying about the situation. So for me, for once, I feel like Megan shouldn't have said nothing. She was silent when it first dropped. She kept her mouth shut. They questioned her to death, like she said. She didn't say nothing. Now that people, like she claims Tory people is like flipping the story and doing all this craziness, I feel like she shouldn't have said nothing. Like, don't say nothing. Even if they talking bad now, it's like when you know someone you've been cool with for a long time and they reveal to you that they not who they say they are, like they have a different agenda.
Their true color.
You should always not stand by this. You should always move accordingly. Now you see the truth for what it is. If he was really for you, he would not do the things he's doing now. His peoples wouldn't spend it the way he's spending it now. So it's almost like she's in the media, so she get critiqued for every little thing she do. She get hate from every single day for every little thing she do, positive or negative. That's just the industry she's in. So I feel like she should just continue to be silent and just do little shots. I feel like she never should have went on a rant online and did all that to defend herself, because people still gonna try to flip it and say, nah, you was not saying you was snitch. But I'm like, for what? Don't say nothing. You didn't say nothing in the beginning. Don't come out saying nothing now. She should have stayed silent and just move accordingly. They like, now you know what he really like. You don't gotta bang with him no more. He cut off. That's it.
Right.
But don't address it. That's my
thing. Okay, I get what you're saying. I totally understand it. But we gotta look at it like this. One, do we know why she didn't say anything in the beginning?
She said that. She said she didn't say nothing because she didn't want none of them to get in trouble.
Exactly. That's why she didn't speak at first. She didn't speak because she's looking at it in the eye. She said there's 4 of us in that situation. 4 of us are black people, and that there was a complaint from the neighbors saying that there was a disturbance. So you already know these cops, the way they came through, they was ready for anything. So in her eyes, the way that she was in the situation, if you look at the video, like it was a scary situation for her. You know what I'm saying? So for her in that situation, she's like, I'm not trying to tell them, like she said, I'm not trying to tell these cops that us black people got a gun. Cause you know how that situation is gonna be.
Gonna find out regardless.
No, but she's saying in the situation for her to then say something at that point in time, it could have been completely left. And who knows if maybe Tory could have got shot by the cops, or she could have got shot. She's just saying she didn't say nothing at first because of that particular situation. She was basically looking out for her people in that sense. Like it could have went completely left field. Now she said she didn't want to say nothing up until the point that where it's like Tory and his people are lying on her. So Tory and his people are the ones saying a bunch of shit. It's not like it's just the viewers and the fans that are talking. It's Tory and his people are lying and fabricating a story. So if y'all are fabricating a story, like if in her eyes she feels like, yo, it's time for me to say something.
But she gets stories fabricated against her every single day. People just make up rumors all the time. This one clearly hit closer to home. Yes, I understand that. But if you really think about it, if she really didn't care about Tory or all this ish going on, she wouldn't respond the way she did. I think they really was in some real relationship type of thing.
Well, I think so too. How did that situation end up where he would even think it's okay to even shoot her in the first place? I don't know, like there was something something going on between the two of y'all that he felt like he had to do stuff like that.
It was definitely deeper than some type of entanglement. There wasn't some real relationship. I really feel like that. There wasn't some real relationship type of issue. Because why would she address it so aggressively?
Because she's mad though. That she's mad. Y'all are lying on her name.
But she get lied out every day. That's what I'm saying. It's like
but you're lied on by. But that's what I'm saying. Clearly there was something going on. Of course there's something. Of course, even I agree that there had to have been probably something going on. And if there wasn't something going on and they were just friends, no matter what, there was some kind of a connection where she's still at a point where she's like, why would you, out of all people, lie on me when I made sure that you were protected on the day that you did something to me? You shot me and I made sure you was good that day. I made sure things didn't go left for you. And now after the fact, the end result is that you are gonna lie on me when I protected you? So does that really make her a snitch?
So do you believe she snitched?
Here's the thing. That whole thing with the whole snitch thing is like, are we gonna look at her the way that we look at Tekashi 6ix9ine?
That's not the question. You being around the bush. That's not the question. Is she a snitch, yes or no?
I don't think so. She's not from the streets. It's a different situation. Okay. She didn't claim the streets. Okay. She's not from the streets. Okay. So why are we using this whole snitch situation on a regular woman? For what? She never claimed the streets. Tekashi 6ix9ine was the one who was over here who was never from the streets, but all of a sudden wanted to claim the streets. And then, you know, then he mad when he's called a snitch. That's a different situation. Okay. She's not from the streets and she didn't claim the streets. So how is she a snitch?
Okay, the way I view it, really, you're 100% correct. She was never in the streets. Mm-hmm. She was never brought up in like she was gang banging.
She
never claimed the street. She was never in that lane. She's a civilian. So it's like, why are people, just because she's in the hip hop industry, want to attach a snitch thing when she was never like that?
It's not
people
even the
clearly don't know what a snitch means. That's not what a snitch is. She was never about the street. She was never put herself like she's some street chick that sold a bunch of drugs and never do. She never put herself like that. So I don't know why people associate her with that. And I think it's cause she's in the hip hop industry and she dropped the name, so now she's not loyal, she's not down, she's not a rider, which she never was like that. She said his name, yes, but she said it, you could tell it was out of anger and it was not on some snitch stuff. It was not, clearly she feels betrayed. She felt like these people that she probably had some trust for is trying to sully her name to the point where it's like people spin a narrative and make her look in a bad light. Who's gonna want that? So she's definitely not a snitch.
She's a beautiful black woman that wanted to protect her black men. That's how I see it that day. That even though he did her wrong, she wanted to protect the black man. And then look what he did. That's what I'm saying. You gotta look at it like, yo, like I try to make sure that you was good, even though you did me dirty. You didn't have to shoot me. And she let me know.
I want to give Tory the benefit of the doubt. What if Tory's he's in a whole situation right now? What if his people's the ones doing it and he's not co-signing off of that? If Tory don't come out and fire all his publicists and all his people, then clearly he has something to do with that. Because if that's your girl and you're gonna let that thing ride out the way it is and you don't fire the people around you, then clearly he had something to do that he okayed it. Right. But what if his people just went along and just try to save their clients' celebrity status and they put that out there without him okaying it? So if he don't come out and publicly deny and denounce all of this, then I feel like we could attack Tory. But right now, let's give him the benefit of the doubt to he come out and release his statement, his side of the story, and say like he was not aware of all this going on.
She tried to protect him. This happened weeks ago.
But someone is trying to protect the money though. You always gotta protect the money. And whoever's on Tory's side, they're gonna act accordingly to try to protect the money because clearly they getting paid for Tory.
Because you know what the thing is.
Right now, they're trying to Chris Brown him. They are trying to Chris Brown Tory. I don't see it going that far. Why I don't see it going that far? In my opinion, Megan is not the same status of what Rihanna was back then. Chris Brown and Rihanna was a damn near power couple at that time. They was about to hit their peak in their music career. So I don't think Megan is at that level right now where
you don't feel like
they're gonna do that. So I don't think that Chris Brown thing is gonna affect Tory as big as what Chris Brown went through. That's just my thought.
I don't know. To me, at the end of the day, she tried to protect him. He did her dirty. At the end of the day, she ain't no snitch. And I feel like there's something wrong with him on his end because she said that he did it for no reason at the end of the day. And on top of that, she said she protected him because you also got to think about this. Isn't he Canadian?
Yes.
So if something happens and they could possibly deport you for stuff like that.
Stop his bag.
And that'll stop his bag.
And all that. This
exactly. That's another situation.
That's why I want to give the benefit of the doubt to Tory to see what he come out and say. But I'm telling you, these people probably just acted on themselves to save the money. Cause you know he got upcoming tours, upcoming stuff. So if he got some crazy case, then they
but if
probably
he got all that going on, what he doing situations like that, shooting women in the foot?
It gotta be deeper than what they putting out there. Clearly.
I don't know. Well,
I definitely want you guys to know what y'all think. Comment below. What do you think the story really is? What's your opinion on it?
And do you think that Megan is a snitch?
Do you think Megan is a snitch? What about Tory? How y'all feel about Tory in this whole situation? Tell us what you think. Comment below. It's your boy Reg.
And Natalie.
And we are out.